Hello, I have a word, a message from the Lord for you guys. When I conclude this word, if there is anything that you did not understand and did not comprehend, I petition you to please go to God in prayer and ask Him to explain to you what it is that has been released so you are in the know of what this message was about. Okay? Here's the message. We have individuals who should be generals, okay? They're seasoned and leading God's people. They are no longer on their post. They have abandoned the watchman post. For those of you who are like, what is the watchman post? You can visit Ezekiel 33 and 6 as it'll highlight it for you. And when you visit, your Bible is going to be glad that you came to visit. Back to the Watchman post. The post is vacant and open to demonic entry as God's people have become vulnerable to attacks. Here are a few things that they are doing instead of tending to God's people: promoting conferences, retreats, their books, groups, their personal ministries, leaders of businesses, and they're calling them churches to collect the weak ones' tithes and offering. The weak ones, WEAK, the weak ones, the pew members, collecting their tithes and their monies every week, and the pew members are often quoted year after year that they are waiting on God as they continue to be in a status of broke, when in fact that's not what's going on. They're not waiting on God. They're sowing into contaminated soil, and as a result of sowing in contaminated soil, they cannot get the proper return, the proper harvest on their money. But I'm not here for that, okay? Back to why I'm here. When we look at all of the popularity and all of the people who are supposed to be leading, again, back to general, season, whatever word you want to use. For some of you, you don't have a word. You just simply state they've been in ministry for 20, 30, 40 years. We literally have a very few people who are left here in the United States who are still working for God. Matthew 7 and 14, only a few. They are working on their own agendas, and many of God's people have been left to fend for themselves. Here is the scary part. Many of you are not even aware and have just adapted to the environment of what it is that they do. You know how if they post so many posts, if they run so many ads, so forth and so on, then they collect funds from that. You know, you get a certain number of head counts for conferences, you collect this money. So what is going on is there's an agenda, okay, and there are plans that are in place that they are using to make money, okay, and to acquire wealth, while the Watchman post, has been left open, and God's people are vulnerable. And what we have started to do is, as I just stated, we have adapted to this, and we're not even paying attention, and we're liking the post, we're sharing the post, we're helping their views so they can acquire more wealth, when we are not receiving what we should be receiving. Those individuals who are seasoned and generals, they have assignments that have been attached to their lives that God has called them to do. They've abandoned it, okay? They're no longer doing it. And so I'm coming to let you guys know, you're able to know that they're working on their agendas. You just decided not to pay attention. Here's why. He told us to know them by their fruits. Matthew 7:15 through 22. He said signs and wonders would follow them. Matthew 16 and 17. You guys know there's no godly fruit. You guys know that there are no signs and wonders. You go to the different events, or they will go live and you can see the events and you don't see any miracles. You don't see any demons being casted out. None of this. I'm not here to judge, but I am here, okay, as my assignment to the body is Jeremiah 1, and I will obey God. There shall be a great wrath of God to hit the land, the United States land, as God is tired of the United States. He's tired of us. I know you all are tired of hearing about judgment and the wrath, and I'm tired of telling you, to be honest, but this message has to be released, and however many times that he tells me to come, I'm going to come and say it over and over. I want to add, as I close, there's nothing wrong with a conference or retreat or any event, okay, that you guys or that any individual may give, okay? It's nothing wrong with it. Here's the problem. The event should glorify God and it should help his people. If it's not doing that, then you're just simply engaging and helping other people to acquire wealth. You guys be blessed.